Hello everyone, this is my exam, video 6, prompt 1, and I'll be going over positive inducible transcriptional regulation, which is just one of the 4 different regulation classes. So to start off, let's break this down. Starting off simple, we can go ahead and break down the terminology and what that brings to mind in terms of what the genes are doing. Since I'm going over positive inducible today, we are going to focus on the words positive and inducible. When we think of positive, we think of present, and we can say the same thing about inducible. So when we were thinking about this in terms of whether it would be on or off, we could say these both make us think of on. In this case, those terms refer to the final state of the gene. So if we begin with a positively regulated gene, it started off and it can be turned on, and same for the inducible gene. Let's get into the what. So what happens exactly? So here we have our DNA with that operon, which consists of the promoter region, the operator region, and our structural genes. So transcription begins when the RNA polymerase binds to the promoter region, allowing it to continue down the DNA strand through the operator region and then transcribe the structural genes into mRNA strands. So victory for that RNA polymerase, but this can be stopped if there's no regulatory protein bound to the operator. So to make sure that this occurs successfully, an activator protein must bind to a small molecule, aka the effector, and this results in an active regulatory protein. Now, it's got to bind to the DNA strand for an mRNA strand to be created. So it's a no-go if there's no activator protein plus a small molecule. Going through this DNA strand again, we can now see the RNA polymerase is able to continue across the operon and transcribe those structural genes. A good way to remember this is in the term itself, PI. So thinking about a PI or private investigator, they're hired to solve a case of some sort. In order for the PI to solve the case, they're going to need evidence and they're going to need witnesses. So think of the evidence as your activator protein and the witnesses as a small molecule. So with that, you can go on to arrest a child, ultimately gaining some sort of conviction or mRNA strand. But you've got to have your evidence and witnesses to get there, just like the activator and small molecule. Thanks for watching.